I've got a question for you. Are you born to be an entrepreneur?
You know that this right here forever. And there will be no surrender. This right here forever.
In today's marketplace, with social media, the internet, it's easier and easier to become, quote, an entrepreneur, right? Someone who's got ideas, who's got passion, who feels called. But see, one of the greatest questions, people are like, well, are you born an entrepreneur? Or are you raised, right? Is it your environment? And here's what I want you to understand. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're someone who just knows, right, the 9 to 5, the W-2, that route is not for me, listen up. Here's the reality. Whether you're born an entrepreneur, whether it's in your environment, all of that is irrelevant compared to this. It's that you choose it. Let me say this again. You choose it, because I promise you, if you're a true entrepreneur, like, right, you've got the DNA, you've got the desire, you were around entrepreneurs, you have to choose it. I know people today that grew up around entrepreneurs, around business owners. Their parents are business owners, their grandparents are business owners, and yet they don't choose it. And that's okay. But if you are the person whose heart and soul calls you to go create, calls you to go be a producer and a creator and a leader, and then ultimately an owner of businesses and an owner of systems and an owner of properties and an owner of things, then my friend, you gotta choose it. Why do I say choose it? Like, there's so many forces out there that prevent people from living their calling. There's so many forces out there that would have people play small and be afraid. And what will people think about me? And maybe I shouldn't do it because I don't want to fail. The reality is, you're gonna get to some point in your life. You're gonna be sitting on a rocking chair in your 50s or 60s or 70s. You're gonna be at this point at the end of your life, and one of two things is gonna happen, right? You're either gonna be like, man, I'm so glad I chose to go chase my dreams. I'm so glad I went after the thing in my heart. I'm so glad I invested in myself, and I bought the courses, and I went to the workshops and the seminars, and I followed the leaders, and I followed the voice within. You're gonna either do that and have zero regret, or you will be the person at the end of your life who will say, I wish I would have. I wish I would have tried. I wish I would have at least attempted. I'm inviting you right now, don't be the person with regret. Don't be the person who wishes they would have. There's something in your heart and soul right now, right? Maybe you're working a job, and there's nothing wrong with jobs. Like, jobs are important. And so are entrepreneurs. And if you're working that job and you're stuck in this thing, and there's a piece of you that just, it won't let you sleep at night. You know what I mean? Like, it just calls you. I remember there was a young lady, she's married, she's got kids, and she comes to one of our events. And she was working a corporate job, amazing job. Like, she was high up in this corporate ladder. And she gets on the call and she's like, I have this idea. My ears perk. As a coach, right, when people hire me to do what I was gonna do for her, I help them. She says, I got this idea for, I wanna start this business because it would solve this problem, because I've seen this with my family. Can you help me? And I'm like, well, yeah. And I asked her these questions, but I'm gonna get to the point of it with you. She, within a few months of coming to Immersion, right, one of our premier flagship programs, quit her job, started her business. And look, it's not easy. You know that, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Quits her job, starts her business. She's 18 months in. She's got clients, she's got money, she's got revenue. Yeah, there's the burden and the hardship of being an entrepreneur, but that's the game. Occasionally, I will get a message from her and her husband that say, thank you. Thank you for liberating us. Thank you for helping us to take that, right, that big step that we were so afraid to take. Is there a part of your life right now that just knows, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a creator, I'm a leader. I am built to be an owner of systems and companies, an owner of things that can help more people. I am a producer, an entrepreneur who takes unorganized things over here and I put it through my mindset and my skill sets and I produce powerful content and production and results over here. Listen to the calling and choose it. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's not easy, but there will come a point when you go through that deep dip, right, that chasm that's so hard and challenging, and you get through it because your why drives you, because your heart calls you, your vision pulls you, and you get to this point and you're like, you look back and you're like, oh, so worth it. I've done this same thing in my life. For so long, my heart was like, Satema, you were born to do something over here as an entrepreneur, as a leader. And it's worth it. And it will continue to be worth it because I chose it. My question for you is, will you choose it? Will you make a conscious, intentional, deliberate choice? Look, you gotta listen. I know it seems scary, it seems hard, it seems difficult. It's worth it. The greatest things in life, the things we value the most, never come easy. It's because we overcome the challenges. It's worth it. So will you choose it? Let me say again. Will you choose it? Because for some of you, it's already chosen you, but you need to choose it. Now here's what I'm asking of you. If you are an entrepreneur, maybe you haven't started yet. Maybe it's calling you, right? Whispering and nudging you. If that's you, let this be the last and final video that you watch, and now we go take action. Write down, grab your journal, pull out your notes, write down the next 3 things that you must do today, right here, right now, to go begin the journey of being an entrepreneur, of being a leader, creator, and owner. And if it's not you, then here's my ask of you. You know someone today that talks about being an entrepreneur. You know someone today that dreams and wishes and watches and attends and buys and invests. Tag them. Share this with them. If not for you, do it for them. Because I promise you, you will be an answer to their prayers. You will be like the doorway that gives them access to beginning their entrepreneurial journey so that they can go impact the lives they were meant to impact. Do it now. Let's go. I'll see you on the other side.